What's up, Max here from parkour classes at Bonobo Gym in Lyell Bay. We're going to have the week off this week because the gym is being used by a workshop. A Move Your DNA workshop is using up the gym for both the Saturday and Sunday, and I am personally going to be away competing at the Tough Guy and Gal, the mud run, the obstacle race out in Wainui for the weekend. That should be some good fun. Because of that, we're cancelling classes for the weekend, and what I want to do instead to provide some value to you guys is give you some homework for the week. So the homework we're going to be doing is practicing what we have been working on in classes, and that is the step through vault. So in a minute I will show you a demonstration on the rail behind me, and I will go over again the key points that I have talked about in class as a refresher of how to do the vault. If you are competent at the step through vault, we're also going to be practicing the step through to turn. In the adults class we have been working on the step through to turn. In the kids class we have not been doing this yet. For homework today, for this week, I ask that everyone from the adults class, please complete all the homework. You can send me an email of your results or upload it to the Facebook chat group, or just complete it on your own and let me know how you went when we have class the following weekend. For the kids classes, I ask that this week, if you can complete the homework, that would be awesome. In future, I am going to give out homework tasks each week for the adults class participants. Parents, if your kids are in the kids class, feel free to get your kids involved in that homework, pass the task on to them, but I'm not going to be following up on the kids classes. I'm not going to be setting homework for kids, just as I want to focus on what we do in class and have that time. But if your kid is keen and if they really want to be practicing parkour outside of the Saturday class, feel free to get them involved in this homework. So this week, if everyone can complete this task, in future weeks, just the adults please. So the task for this week is the kids. If you're coming along to my kids classes with me, I want you guys to practice the step through vault sometime throughout the week. Practice it on 3 different obstacles. So I want you to find a variety of obstacles. For example, a rail, something round, something narrow, something hard to grip, hard to balance on. Handrails are quite common in an urban environment. You could practice on a wall, something where it's about the same height but it's a bit thicker on top, it's maybe a bit rough. You need to maybe push yourself over a bit more as it's wider, and use your imagination, find what you can, but try and find 3 different obstacles that involve different ways of doing the step through vault. So a fallen log, parked bench, a gate, a picnic table. There's all sorts of things you can use, and each one requires you to adapt your movement slightly to be able to perform this vault over it. So kids, if you can practice the step through vault on 3 different types of obstacles. For the adults, I want you guys to please practice the step through to turn on 3 different types of obstacles. So choose obstacles that are different, that will challenge you. For example, like I just mentioned, a handrail, a wall, a car bonnet. Obstacles that are different shaped and will force you to adapt to overcome this obstacle, but you're still using the same movement. If you can, please film a video, a quick, just rough cell phone clip of you doing these 3 obstacles and upload it to the Facebook group. It will be awesome to get a conversation started. We can get each other posting feedback about what the homework is, what we do. If you don't want to do that, just feel free just to complete it in your own time and don't need to post anything. I also want you, for the adult class participants, to work on practicing the normal step through vault, but especially focus on keeping your movement maintained throughout the whole vault. So walking into the movement, vaulting, and then walking out of the movement, rather than walking into the movement, being quite stop and start, vaulting, landing two-footed, stopping the flow, and then continuing. Try and get that smooth flow going throughout the whole movement. So 2 things for the adults. First is practice the step through to turn vault on 3 different obstacles. Second is practice the normal step through vault, but really focus on a flow of movement throughout the vault. For the step through vault, the key points are: want to approach the obstacle, put one hand down and the opposite foot goes up on the obstacle. So my left hand is down, my right foot goes up, and I want to get up into this balancing position, and from here I step through, hence the name of the vault, and from here I want to push off of the obstacle as I come forward and come out in a split step landing. So again, those key points are one hand on the obstacle. If you prefer for more stability or to push up higher, you can put 2 hands. You want to be off to the side, not like this, but hands off to the side. 1 foot up to the obstacle, push up, make sure your hand is under your shoulder so that you can push down, get those hips up, make enough space here to step through, and from here I lean forwards, push off with the hand and the foot, and step down on 1 foot first, second foot second, in a split step landing, so I can walk or run out of the vault. So here is the full vault I'll demonstrate on both sides. For the step through to turn vault, I want to start the same way, and then I put one hand on the obstacle, but the difference here is that my grip is reversed, so that my fingers are facing backwards, my palm is facing forwards, and then from here it's the same as the step through. I step up, opposite foot on the rail. Again, I want that hand positioned under my shoulder so that I have a straight line, good support to be able to push up, get enough room in here so that I can step through. And the difference this time is that I want to rotate around this hand as a pivot point. So from here I put my second hand down, and then I will transfer my weight to both my hands and turn around and land under where my hands are. So some other key points about this vault is that your hand placement is quite important. When I come in, I want my hand positioned below my shoulder, and I want my arm quite close to my torso, like this. So there's a straight line here, and it allows me to support my weight and have a small rotation for the movement. A common mistake with this is to come into the vault, put my hand out here, well away from my shoulder, and when I push up and when I turn, I'm going to do a wide turn and I'm going to peel off of the vault. I'll come down this way to show you. So I'll come in, put my hand out here, come up, and then turn around like this. And I've got such a big turning circle that I'll land and peel away and risk falling and hurting myself. So key points, same as a step through vault normally, hand except it's reversed, close to the torso, under the shoulder, one hand up, other foot up, step through. From here I put my hand down, transfer my shoulders and my weight over my hands, and then support myself on my hands for a second as I spin and land under where my hands are. So I'll show you the full vault on both sides.